one and wind up 10-7, there's still the possibility that they could lose, that they could be knocked out of playoffs because they don't have the head-to-head victory over Team 1. Team 1's the gatekeeper at 10-7. Team 1 is just hoping that one of the teams trying to get to 10 wins it will screw up and give them a road back in, but it's going to be dangerous. It's going to be a big risk. As it is, it's going to be 5 players streaming out of the balcony, and they've completely found the gap in between the site, but Gangsta and DJ going to close that gap right down. Gangsta with 2 quick headshots, and though Katie and Riku will bring back 2 kills, they are now looking a little bit low, and there's 3 players on the other side already moving back in. They've got a frag, and frag they will. Katie finds 2, Riku chiming in with 1, and that's a great response on a pistol round to secure it. It was looking dire for Ascent, but they rallied.
Yeah, those USBs were looking too strong. Those long-distance shots in towards pit. They got those 2 initial kills and were able to get players in towards site, but those Glocks were able to respond immediately, and Katie did a really good job in that round. She gets a triple on it, so big round for Ascent to start out. Grabs the pistol, and they're going to go with an AK, 3 MAC-10s, and an MP. Nade's going to come up. Actually doesn't do as much damage as I thought it initially would. Looks like the CT's backed up a little bit, but Kiro Kami will take down DJ, but there's a 2-man setup here in towards mid. Looks like they're expecting flashes. They're not going to get it. They're going to get bullets instead, and it's now quickly 5v2.
And this is just going to be a MAC-10 farm. Riku actually getting it done with a different SMG, and he is going to close it out with the very same. So the SMGs find all the frags in that round, print out a little bit of extra cheddar, and they're presumably going to be taking that into this with the bonus round mentality. All 5 staying alive is nice. You get the full bonus. You've got all of the utility in the world. Meanwhile, you've got a Thunder Logic side that, yeah, they have rifles up, but they're a little bit limited. They've got smokes. They only have 2 mollies, actually. Gangsta has one as well. B-Wheels is on a farmless. This is an interesting round. You can pressure them. You can apply some pressure. If you get a bomb plant and 3 kills, it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like banana control is the call here for both teams as well. So it might get some quick action, but all the utility that was spent over towards banana is really just a fake. It seems like either that or they just decided to abort on that initial setup as they're going to head over towards the A site. Katie's able to grab one. Kiro Kami clears one out with that MAC-10. He'll upgrade to the M4 quickly. The site has fallen. CT is going to be locked out by those smokes, and bomb will be planted. And Thunder Logic seem to be on their way out already, so big round there for Ascent on the buy round for Thunder Logic. So they should be going up 3-0 here, and I'm wondering if they're going to be able to hold on to those guns if Ascent start to chase here. They have the money for it.
They certainly are going to, but I think 3 rifles bunched up should be all right to hold, most likely. What's interesting here is look at the frenetic pace from Ascent. They, I think, 30 seconds into the round had already thrown a fake and hit the site, which is just crazy pacing. They're straight holding W here. Now they're going to get out of this with 3 rifles, picking up 2 that they did not start the game with or start the round with. This is a perfect situation. You're just going to be saving through 1 SMG. You get out of your bonus round, not only picking up the round, picking up some extra cheddar. Look at their economy. 4 alive now, 3 rifles. Just going to be Nismo who has to reinvest, and if they want the op, they certainly have it at this point. I don't know that they necessarily want to break that out on the T side, but they're rolling.
Yeah, great start to it. We got 4 kills on Riku, 4 on Katie, and 3 on Kiro Kami. They are the leaders right now. Obviously, only 3 rounds into it, but Sneaky hasn't really had to do much, and they still haven't lost a round, so he's perfectly fine with that. But the money's starting to stack up here for the T side. They're going to eat the nade a little bit, but it doesn't really do all that much damage. I thought it would do more. Seems like that happens more and more often now. I think there's going to be a big chunky nade that comes in, and then it's like, 3 damage to 2 players, and that's it. So I don't know what's going on with the nade physics, but it's fooling me, Mike. But here comes the hit on towards the B site. Lead person coming in. It's going to be Katie. Kiro Kami going to be shut down, but that is traded out. So B site has fallen. There's still a man in the area. Make it 2, but they can't do anything about this bomb right now.
The problem is it's one of their rifles as well, so it's a big chest piece out. B-Wills catches Riku, somehow doesn't finish out the spam, but he gets him so very low. With Riku and Nismo both very low, this is viable. Still tough, though. And it's really going to come down to whether they can unseat Nismo out towards Banana. And he's looking the wrong direction as they come through the smoke, but that means they're not turned to face him. The trades are good, the frags are better, and it is going to be Katie with 2 to close it out. Nice hold from Ascent. They keep 3 alive once again. They shut down Thunder Logic with the saved rifles. They make sure that they're going to get that 4th round on the board and that their bank can continue to build. I can't stress this enough. They've got ridiculous money right now. Kiro's going to have to buy, but he's got 10K before it. Sneaky's got 9. 2 players with 9. Post full utility up. I mean, this is just pretty wild to start it out. Thunder Logic going to be fully invested back into this round, but they've got a big bank to try and deplete to get Ascent off of the bye.
Yeah, at this point early in this match, Ascent's really just diving into gold coins in their vault. I mean, they have a significant amount of money, and they're going to be able to buy for a couple rounds coming into this. But we do have a timeout right now. Looks like Thunder Logic will buy up just based on their money. We already have Jet on that AUG, B-Wills on that AUG. So we just got to wait for these guys to get back into it. Maybe trying to come up with a different strat that they haven't tried just yet. So, yeah, Ascent Esports coming out of the gates fast. And we know they're good here on Inferno, so Thunder Logic have a long road ahead of them, especially considering they haven't won a round yet. They're down 0-4. And we got to see. I feel like we got to have a player like Ainge played in that last map. Having somebody step up big would be huge for these guys. But also, it would be nice if it was, a team effort. Everybody's, jumping in for fragging as well.
Certainly. Ainge going to be presumably picking up an AUG here. We saw the damage the man could do with the Krieg in the previous game, so time to pick up the AUG. Maybe that's the issue. He hasn't started fragging because no one's bought a Krieg that he can pick up from a corpse to really get into this.
Yeah, he looks good with that.
But as it is, Paw's going to come through. Not sure if this is a tech or attack. I suspect a tech based on the fact that we've been having some issues early on.
Yeah, Ainge has had issues connecting here, chat. So might be what the issue is right now. Or, they just have some super secret strat that they're going to be busting out. They got to talk it over before they get back into it.
Looks like Ainge's ping is fluctuating, though. It seems to be coming back down now. He's back down below 50. The buy comes through. He's going to go ahead and buy. Looks like there were some concerns that he might disconnect again. But those concerns seem to have abated. His ping continues to drop. We should be getting this underway in just a moment. They've bought up. Just DJ left to pick up utility. They're going to be into this. This is going to be Thunder Logic's best buy so far. And it's their best shot at taking through a round. And it's all scopes. It's all scopes, Mitch. It's AUGs and ops scopes for days.
You love to see it. And I'm wondering where Jet's going to be posted up. He's posturing, looking like he's going over towards the B site. So he might get that quick pick over towards car and then fall back. Or get caught out, as somebody might pre-fire that. Maybe throw a couple nades in that area and slow him down. But Jet does seem to be set up like he's going to go over towards the B site. So, yeah, we have an extended pause, but there we go. We're going to get back into it, Mike. It's 4-0 right now for Ascent Esports. Thunder Logic on a buy right here. They've depleted their money, so big round for them right now. Otherwise, Ascent can just continue to run away with this. They lose this one. They might lose the one after that, most likely, considering it'll probably be a pistol save. So Thunder Logic, now is the time for them to stand up.
They've got all the tools to do it. As it is, it looks like there's someone who wants to pressure early on towards the top of Banana, but Jet's going aggro for this shot. He might just have a glimpse of ankle as well onto the T-stairs. He's going to eat a bit of a chunk of a nade, but it could have been worse. And they're going to stay alive for a moment. A second nade goes in, though, and Jet's now getting very low indeed. He can't keep playing catch with these particular dodgeballs. It's going to be a bad time for him. So now this starts to amp up the pressure. Your Opera is low. He can be threatened towards the top of Banana and pushed up. They've got one player top brackets who's just oozing out to do a little bit of damage, but they have not committed the bomb yet. He's taking space. He's trying to see what he can find. He's going to go ahead and fall back. Why not? You've harassed, you've harried, and now it looks like they're going to group up for a B hit, and Jet may not be prepared for what's about to come around this corner.
And Thunder Logic still has B-Wills over towards Arch side. Now that the smokes and flashes are going to be coming in, they're going to rotate him over, but I'm surprised they let him over towards the A site, just considering how low Jet was. But he does his job. He gets the opening kill with the off, slows down that push, gives B-Wills time to come in and help out, but there's still a four-man push waiting to go in towards that B site. Right now, B-Will's in the perfect setup here. He's not going to cheat over towards the A site, thinking it was a fake. But here comes the utility. It looks like the B hit will come in now.
All right, now swinging through, kills stacking up, but that's a couple of quick trades. The Molly to help as well. That should secure a bomb plant. They're not in position to deny it, and though they will have the man advantage, they are locked out of the site. Problem is there's no utility left for the Ascent side. They've spent it all to take this site and to get the bomb planted, and so they're just going to be relying on their aim for the remaining side. Meanwhile, the retake is on. DJ dropping a smoke to make sure no one's going from that banana position, but there is nobody there. The kills are going to have to come in hot and heavy, and DJ's there and good for the trade. Kirokami can only get one. Defuse comes through. Op should be retrievable as well. And Thunder Logic, we said this was the round where they had to do it. Well, they'll finally get one on the board.
Yeah, and Kiro had an opportunity on those first two players. He got the first one low, but couldn't convert as the player got on the other side of that wall where it was just only the head being shown. So he had to transition over to the second player who was open to be shot at. And if he had got that first kill, that would have been huge. That might have been able to, he might have been able to sneak a win out of that. But ends up going in the favor of Thunder Logic, so they get that all-important round now 4-1. But still, I mean, we talked about how much money Ascent Esports has. They still got plenty to go around. So Kiro, he's going to go ahead and molly up in towards Banana. Doesn't enable the T's or the CT to continue to push, get a little bit more map control. But Jet is still in the area with that op, and he's still going to be going down to 35. So 2 rounds in a row, he's gotten aggressive and paid for it. He's down at 35. He was down at 37 before.
Although last round, even though he was so very low, he stuck in and stuck to his guns, and he managed to get a frag and fall back without them punishing. So, still definitely a threat from that AWP. This time he's going to get a little more passive and slink into the back of the site already. Looks like they might be going for the boost up. Oh, you'll love to see it. Back of site boost up. Always a bit of a trick, although this is a bit early to throw it in, so they may still be reflexively checking it. Utility's going to sail in for a B hit, and all 5 players are grouped up here, so you're starting to see Thunder Logic draw over a rotator. Ainge doesn't quite commit to it, and this time Jet dies without any frag found. B-Wills, though, will be good for 2 before he himself is traded out. Now the bomb comes in for the plant. There's already a player through the coffins, but the smoke should cover him off, though it's fading, and the tracers will lead to Nismo finding out Ange. Now, this is tough. They've got a bisecting of the site, but DJ is about to get hard cleared with the AWP, and that leaves just Gangsta, who's just got to turn tail and run. There's no money available for the Thunder Logic side. He's got to get out of here, give himself that M4 to work with into the next round.
Yeah, Gangsta fast exit after his teammate dies. And you can see Ainge was trying to deny that bomb planter, at least to get the bomb planter on his way out from planting it, but he dies as a result. You know, there's just kind of a small choke point, small window for the T's to shoot at, and you know they got 2 crosshairs on that position. He ends up going down, and that's right when the smoke faded. If he had waited just a little bit longer, that might have worked out, but nonetheless, it's a round for Ascent Esports, and they respond immediately after Thunder Logic grab one. And this is a borderline buy for Thunder Logic. They got some guys that can, some that are in the area where they can maybe get an M4 and then get body armor. And looks like they're just going to go pistol armor and then have Gangsta on that M4. They do get a little bit of utility. So let's see what they draw up here. They're going to send 3 over towards the B side, 2 towards mid. Ainge is going to send a flash there, but they don't force their hand off of that. So they just make their presence known and then fall back.
Kirakami's kind of the canary in the coal mine right here, just trying to find a little bit of space, see if he can find a frag, see if he can figure out where that one rifle is. It's basically a landmine, right? And they're just playing a game to see if they can avoid stepping on it. And if they do, if they can limit the casualties. So, just kind of the default now. No real map control gain. The pistols are going to compress in towards mid, set up a bit of a crossfire. You do like to see this, so it leaves them vulnerable from some certain other angles. And it looks like a boost up for Gangsta. He's going to be up on top of the back box to give himself a bit of a tricky spot to get the first shot and fall away, keep the rifle alive. So it's a nice setup. But it looks like the presence is towards the top of bracket. So they'll throw a bit of a fake, but it's going to be a swing from Ange, and Ange gets 2! Jet has 1 as well. That's 3 players just massacred in mid, and the bomb found as well. Sneaky's now trying to find frags over towards the B bomb site, but he's got to be careful. The rifle's still up. They finally found the rifle, but it was apparently the pistols that were the pitfall instead. Now they'll bring the bomb in to support. This should still be a recoverable round, especially as they clear out Gangsta on site. But it's going to be tough.
What timing on that peek in towards mid. They all just peek mid. 3 guys lined up for them. The pistols do the job, but that's going to be another round for Ascent Esports. Thunder Logic made it interesting, but still, Ascent get the win. There's going to be an op still on Riku, AK on Sneaky. And there will be a buy here for Thunder Logic. Op will be back out on Jet, so we've seen him get somewhat aggressive over towards the B site. It looks like he's going to go over towards mid this time, so I think we're going to get a quick mid peek here. Looks like he was waiting for a flash there, but he doesn't get it. So he's going to wait for somebody to cross here, but he does need to be cognizant of that all push. And right when I say that, that's exactly what he starts to do. He checks that, and he's going to go ahead and fall back.
Very tricky spot to play aggro with the up. It's very dangerous. High risk, high reward, as they say. Still, Ascent has pushed them back, and he's going to be holding out towards Arch. Smoke down to cover off the path. Doesn't have a chance to really get much action going here. And once again, we've seen Ascent do this quite a bit. They probe towards the top of mid. They take control there. They let Thunder Logic, no. They put them on notice, basically, to say, we could be here. And then they fall back in A-B. Seems to be a pretty common threat. That smoke up may continue to confirm it, but DJ this time is kind of calling their bluff. He's already pushed out. He recognizes the presence. Off the back of this, they should consider rotating. They certainly can consider it, but they're not quite sure. DJ doesn't clear all the way into mid, so they're going to hold on for a moment. Now you see Jet start to float over that AWP. They figured it out. They're going to call that rotation. That could be massive. Smoke's presumably going to fall to cover off this exact cross, but he's already going to be able to get into confidence early on, and that could be huge for the squad. He's actually going to toss through a flash for his teammates, and that's going to set up Gangsta for a quick 2K. Both partially blinded up. Gangsta can't get any more, and the bodies are dropping all over as the quick flank is found out immediately. Bomb now planted. It's just going to be an AWP and an AUG, and frankly, they might be worth saving, though at this point, I don't know that Ange can get away.
Yeah. He's in towards the CT spawn side. Riku is actually going to molly him off. That might help him make his decision, but Katie not going to let him go anywhere. Jet gets a double, though. Now 1v1, AWP versus AWP, and Riku's not in a good position to deny this. He's going to have to go through this smoke, but Jet comes off and gets the kill. Plenty of time, and that's going to be a round win. Thanks to Jet. Gets a triple kill. Defuse will come in. It'll be 6-2. Nice job by Jet.
That was a really great response out from Jet. Jet recognizes where the bomb is planted and that there's a player out towards Banana. That's his suspicion, at least. As soon as he hears the footstep, it's confirmed. I think he may have known from the shots earlier as well. And just based on that plant, that really ruins the day. And lets Jet just slide around, find the kill. Very savvily played, and it turns into the second round win for Thunder Logic. So they're still definitely on the back foot, but they're starting to get a little bit of footing here. And Ascent still trying to keep on the pressure. Is going to buy right back into it. Sneaky actually picking up a MAC 10 voluntarily, despite having plenty of cash, presumably because he just wants to play a really aggressive, momentum-based hit on towards A. DJ, completely blind, actually going to drop a molly through the smoke. That's a great strategy, and that sets him up. DJ finds the burn, and there's the second kill, nearly a third as well. He lines him up. He actually does take a frag from that before being found. Didn't think he quite had it. That sets up Ange. It's all going to be a Nismo, who's got 3 to find and a bomb down. He's stuck into the pit, but that's about all he can go to.
And Ange got that information about Nismo, where Nismo is. He's hiding in towards pit right now. He still has a minute to work with, but the bomb's out in the open right now. Jet watching the cross with the AWP from library. He has that covered. He's going to have 2 guys join him as well. So 3v1, Nismo. He's got a whole bunch he can save right here. Literally everything he brought into this round he still has. He still has 4 pieces of utility, but he's going to go ahead, use a smoke and that nade. And he's got armor and that AK. So nade going to come through. That should do a good amount of damage. That's 20 off of Nismo, but still 3v1 situation. He's able to recover the bomb, so that smoke was really useful. And it looked like he was about to plant it out in the open, but he's going to go ahead and fake it, but I think he's in a little bit of trouble now. He should have just stuck it, and Jet will finish him off, so it'll be another round for Thunder Logic. So started off slow, but, you know, picking it up a little bit here, Mike.
I think Nismo anticipated there'd be a player lane. It's unusual when you have 3 players alive for them all to just hang out behind the same smoke. So he was thinking that maybe he could isolate one fight right as that smoke faded by taking the fight directly to them. If he gets the kill there, he has time to rotate through B. I understand the idea. It's an interesting one for sure, but Thunder Logic just happened to have all 3 players waiting right behind that smoke just to catch him out. So it's well done, and that's even better. Jet is really coming alive here and finding the frags that his team needs to get into rounds.
Yeah, certainly looked good. Let's see how many kills that he has right now. So he's leading the way for his team at 8 and 7. But yeah, he's looked fantastic with that AWP tonight. So he gets that initial kill. Riku has gone down, so the AWPer of Ascent's off the board. They could pick it up if they wanted to because it was over towards T-Ramp, but they seem to be passing up on that right now. They have a 4-man stance over towards Banana. But we've seen B. Wills and Gangsta do a really good job of holding this site in the past. Some past matches where they literally held it down, I think, 6, 7, 8 rounds. So, you know, this is a solid 2-man setup towards B. Let's see if they can do it again. This time they're going to be on AKs. Ascent has really heavily been favoring that B side as well. Here we go towards B, Mike.
Here's the float. They've waited until the smoke expires. That's a questionable decision. It sets up DJ for the spray. He finds one nearly a second. Gangsta will catch that instead, and now DJ gets an easy frag on Anismo coming around the corner. It's all just going to be Sneaky, who's blind. He's got smoke in his face, and now he's got bullets as well. And those are not good for your health, Mitch. So it's going to be 3 kills for DJ, and that's really well done from Thunder Logic. Not only is it the strong hold from B-Wills and Gangsta, neither of whom goes down, but DJ also finds the perfect timing for that rotation, feels the pressure, anticipates where they're going to be, and responds accurately to it. So that's a great hold, and Thunder Logic are right back into this. 4-6 now. They've finally broken that massive economy from Ascent. They've sent them down to the pistol dumps. And so this is going to be a quick hit onto B, but it's a limited hit already. These nades, these op shots just mowing them down, and they're feeding themselves right into the fodder. B-Will's just fragging them out, keeping them all down, and B-Wills will come away with 4 nice eco frags to pad the stats.
God, B-Wills coming through with the quad kill. It wasn't eco, but nonetheless, you got to highlight it. And he is now at 8-8. So you struggled a little bit, I guess, because he must have been on 4-8, but gets 4 in that round. He's now even 1-to-1 ratio, and they are 1 away from being tied up after being down 0-4. So Thunder Logic back into it. We saw them have an impressive map on Dust 2. They're starting to warm up a little bit here on Inferno. So a little bit of utility spent in towards Banana early. Kirokami going to throw that molly, make sure they don't get any more map control, but Thunder Logic is fine with that. They just get rid of that utility and go back in towards site. So no damage dealt just yet. And for Thunder Logic, it's going to be a traditional setup here. One guy over towards Arch, one holding over towards the hay cart, and then one in towards Pit.
Nice timing on the nades. If they were going for a mid push, that would have been fantastic. But they're just stock still for Ascent. They're not moving, and once again, we're seeing them fake a little bit of presence towards mid to try and hold the rotate and then hit B. The problem is they've done this for so many rounds that you already see DJ starting to hedge. He's thinking about it. He's like, you know, the last couple times they did this, they didn't actually hit A. Oh! Wrong timing for B-Wills to put a new clip in his gun. He's going to get chased around the corner. Gangsta finds one. That's going to be all she wrote for Gangsta as he gets cleaned out. Now the retake is on, but the bomb site is fallen and the bomb plant is through. And these first couple of kills can really decide the way the round goes.
Yeah, so nice execution there. Gangsta does get a kill, but he eventually goes down, and B-Will's unfortunately unable to be able to help out in that situation. Still Molly on Kirokami, so they spend one of them. Still have one here to use to hold off this retake. But there's still a couple flashes on Thunder Logic. It looks like they will go for this in a 4v4, but the bomb has been ticking. Kit on all of the Thunder Logic players. Here comes the retake. Jet probably going to spot out the man first, but no, it's going to be DJ. Opening kill. Katie going to get caught out from above. That's 3 kills that go in the favor of Thunder Logic. Sneaky last man. He goes down. Beautiful retake. Only lose 1 man, and that's a triple for DJ. We're tied up, baby.
That's fantastic. They so the Molly funnels them out. They were originally trying to send 2 players through CT. Molly goes down. It's like, all right, everyone's church. We're just going to pray. And their prayers were answered. They rolled through and just found the frags immediately. Execution style, just eliminating players one by one. DJ is having a fantastic performance here. 13 kills through 12 rounds is a nice pace for sure. He is pacing his team and the server as well. So now 6-6, all tied up. That was looking like a good round for Ascent, but they just couldn't keep hold of the territory they'd claimed. Now this gets rough. They're limited on utility just a little bit. They've got a decent amount for sure. They've got all the rifles. Kay's just going to take a little bit of a smack from a nade to start things off, but nothing catastrophic. And it looks like this time they may finally be ready to pressure A. 3 players in towards apps. We really haven't seen any apps play out from Ascent in a very long time. Since the pistol round, I think. And so this could really change up the complexion of the round.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, getting shut down like that, the retake for Thunder Logic, Ascent looks like they're going to switch it up a little bit here. We might get a 2-man, maybe a 3-man waterfall coming in towards the A side. But Thunder Logic, I mean, they got to be convinced that Ascent's going to switch it up after a retake like that. So they're going to dedicate that 3rd man towards the A site. You can see Jet just dancing around with that op. He's gone in towards Library, but it looks like he's actually heading the wrong way at the time. But DJ able to get that opening kill. 3 kills go in the favor of Thunder Logic in that exchange. But Kirokami responds with a double. Now 3v2. Ainge in towards Pit. He's going to get flashed out, making a nade instead. And he's going to get wrapped from left, but he's able to pop off a kill. Riku eventually able to trade him out, but it's now 2v1. And CT is kind of locked out by that smoke. And there will be another one coming in.
That smoke blooms just in time. This bomb's recoverable. 20 seconds, though. I'm not sure there's enough time to bring it all the way through to B. So he's going to go ahead and be committed to the A site, and someone's just about to peek that arch angle. Doesn't quite find him, and knowing that lane is now clear, Riku can get the bomb planted at the very least. That's the start to a hold. This is still going to be a tough 1v2 retake. Does have a molly if they let the time get dangerously low, but they both got kits, so it would have to tick down low indeed. Gangsta and B-Wills playing as a unit, the dynamic duo on B, now retaking on towards A, and it's just going to be Riku to try and hold them off. He takes the shots for the first one, but his spray goes wild, and B-Wills gets the return instantly found. It is going to be another round for Thunder Logic, and ladies and gentlemen, they have pulled into the lead.
Wow, Thunder Logic steamrolling right now. B-Wills, quick shot there over the box in the middle of sight. Secures the round. Diffuse comes in. And we're going to get a timeout. Ascent Esports, they were cruising early, but not looking good right now as they have slowed down significantly. But they should be able to buy up here in this next round, although, yeah, Sneaky's already bought armor, so he's good. So since he's already committed to that buy, I imagine the rest of the guys are going to buy around that. Let's see what they can come up with here. They're going to get the Krieg, armor, and utility on Riku. We got a whole bunch of AKs across the board. Nismo, probably just going to get an AK and utility here as well. Only on 4,200. Can't get that up, which is perfectly fine. The timeout has been canceled. They've come up with their plan. What will it be? We got 2 more rounds in this half. If you're Ascent, you want to get at least one of these here to, you know, really slow down the momentum of Thunder Logic, because right now they're firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, it certainly would be nice. A 9-6 is not a catastrophe, but as you said, the momentum is really something to keep in mind here. I think really what Ascent needs is a bit of a tempo breaker. They've been playing very similar styles of rounds where they'll fake a little bit of presence up towards mid, they'll throw some smokes, and then they'll hit B, or this time, I mean, this last round they tried to slow play out of apartments. Didn't really work out for them either. This time they go back into a default once again. Not going to go for the quick play by any measure. But there's presence floating, there's pressure floating over towards A. They're trusting Jet enough to leave him at the top of mid, and B-Wills now finds the perfect timing for the aggression, the flash behind him. And once again, the dynamic duo claim the first frag. Katie now down. A big gun for the Ascent side. Out of play. This gets tough.
So Thunder Logic going to dedicate that third man over towards the B site. I mean, why not? Ascent's been going there a significant amount of rounds. They did read that last round over towards the A site, but once they got that A play, they're going to send it right back towards B. But we're looking, you see those yellow dots on the radar right now. Ascent Esports are going to board towards B and head over towards A. So it's going to be Ainge and Jet. They're about to be challenged, and Jet has that op watching over towards Arch. So this is a really strong position where he can fall back, but his teammates really got to help out from the wrap over towards Porch, because if teammate unable to cover that, Jet goes down almost immediately.
Oh, what a nade.
Chunky.
Just like, yeah, maybe they're over there. Nades Nico down to 45. Now they're going to walk right past him. He gets a frag as well, secures Arch. There's no one left here to play. And that sets up Ange to just get the broadside shots. Can't convert them into frags, but so much damage has been done. And of course, Jet can just be the Grim Reaper now. DJ already on the flank. He's already here. I think they may have heard his footsteps, but this molly is going to absolutely ruin them. They're stuck in the sight. There's nowhere to go. There's flames, there's fire, there's all sorts of chaos. And it's going to be a retake with 4 alive. Thunder Logic. It's interesting. They had some trouble figuring out Ascent early on, right? But it feels like there was a click moment in their brains where they're like, oh, that's how they play.
Like, this is all we had to do. Why were we doing this earlier, you know?
Yeah. We got them now. Shut them right down. No
Thunder Logic, yeah, they certainly seem to have a sense number, as they've won a significant amount of rounds in a row. They're looking to finish off this half here. 9-6, Ascent trying to make it 8-7. Just one away from having that advantage, but Thunder Logic will be guaranteed that. So, ooh, look at DJ getting in towards mid with that early aggression. He's going to be able to grab one, and he gets the exit. Off watching the cross, doesn't get the kill. That would have been a beautiful combo if he got that guy over towards ramp, but great start there for Thunder Logic, and that's really going to mess with the heads of Ascent, where, you know, they think they're covered. They don't have to worry about a specific angle, and booyah, one of your teammates goes down. So Thunder Logic starts off really well.
It just feels like Thunder Logic are finding the perfect timing, right? Like, they're anticipating pressure. They're finding the time to go fast. They're finding the time to go slow. They're making the right call. It's working out really nicely for them. And here DJ is just going to shish kebab too. Nearly gets the third. It'll be Jet to pick that one up as they do line up. And that just leaves Sneaky living up to his name, but the lone gun available. Going to get the first. Does he have the second as well? No, the panel spam does not favor him. It will be B-Wills instead to shut them down. 9-6 half. It's not a catastrophe for Ascent in terms of pure numbers. The problem is Thunder Logic were just stacking the rounds back to back at the end there. I mean, I think they got 3 or 4 rounds in a row right at the tail end.
Yeah. A whole bunch of rounds in a row. I'm not exactly sure how many in a row they got, but it was a lot. That's there's no doubt about that, Mike.
Looks like it was 7. Oh, maybe 8. Actually, 8 rounds in a row. That's nuts. For some reason, I thought there was a segmenting round in there from Thunder Logic or from Ascent, but 8 rounds in a row apparently.
That's
so
not bad,
never
Mike.
Mind. Just a battering.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if Ascent's going to be able to have the same response that Thunder Logic did on the CT side. I mean, they're known for being an Inferno team. If you don't have a good CT side, you're in trouble. We've seen them do really well on this map on the CT side, so we are about to find out what they're made of against Thunder Logic. But yeah, Thunder Logic had a great night tonight, Mike.
All right, so what are we going to see as the pistol round? I feel like this is a team that likes the early bedroom push. I can think of a few rounds where Katie just coming out of that bedroom.
Was
that the pistol round? No, that was the warm-up. Make me nervous there.
Someone planted the bomb and warm up.
There were 3 players still alive with pistols up and the bomb planted. I was very nervous for a moment.
Yeah, we're just like casually talking and the pistol round's over.
I knew it wasn't, but then my brain looked at it and was like, this looks like a pistol round.
Yeah. And when you hear that bomb plant, you assume it's live, but yeah, it's some jerk just planted the bomb in halftime.
Just monsters. Looks like we've had someone drop out here. We're just waiting to reconnect. Process of elimination says that it is. Oh, I'm always the worst at these pictures where it's like, what's missing? Ange, Jet, DJ.
Gangsta.
We are missing Gangsta.
That's a key part of the team. He's got to come back, and right when we say that, he joins the server. That's what we like to see.
All right, so here we go. We got Gangsta back in. We got the newly bald one in the coaching chair. I don't know if he's actually done that yet. He should, though. He committed to it. Check out his Twitter and shame him, folks. He's committed to shaving his head if the quest beats C9, and they did indeed do that.
Oh yeah, I got to make a note of that to make
Just want to remind
hit him up on Twitter to make sure that actually happens.
Don't want him to escape that one. So that's happening.
At least he doesn't have to eat a boot.
Yeah, that was.
Who was that again?
Playing. That was Vince.
Vince, yeah.
I think he wound up eating a chocolate boot so that he wouldn't, die.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm fine with that. But I remember watching his video when that came out, and he's just like, I can't believe this actually happened,
Good times.
Because that was, I can't remember what teams it was, but it was like one where it shouldn't have happened at all.
Speaking of shouldn't happen, we're going to see if Thunder Logic can continue their reign. They've dropped the bomb off a balcony. It's certainly committed to A now, and though it'll take a little while, Gangster will clear out the pit. It's a big frag to find, and more. As Ange puts bullets through his opponents. That nade is chunky and actually denies the plant. Hirokami with 1,000 IQ nade. They will immediately get it back down, but that allows time to come through. And that smoke allows Hirokami space, and it allows Nismo to get around towards lane uncontested and with no noise whatsoever. So that's actually a massive need to find. Now we'll see if they can do more. Nismo now has the broadside, but he can't find the shot. Nismo has given it up, and that sets up DJ from the pit. Oh, what a flub. He had him with his back turned, but he couldn't find the shot, Mitch. And that's going to be a 10th round for Thunder Logic, and Nismo's going to be kicking himself for that one.
Yeah, that's such a helpless feeling when you see your teammate getting shot at a position where that you're supposed to be helping guarding. You're hoping you get that headshot in the back of the head, but you're just tapping away, and it's not happening, and then your teammate dies. It's like, oh, you really want to get that one back. But nonetheless, it's going to be a Thunder Logic round. That nade should do a little bit on Kiro. No, he's behind another wall, so he doesn't take any damage.
X-rays are dangerous things, man.
Yeah. So DJ up close with that MAC-10. I think he's known for going pretty hard with that MAC-10, hitting that W button. So let's see if he does it in this round. He's got Gangsta to help out with the MAC-10 as well. But yeah, it's a 2-man setup over towards the B side, 3 over towards A, though. It looks like Sneaky's kind of cheating over towards B, but right now, Thunder Logic just chilling.
Some tricky spots out from Ascent. They're very much trying to capitalize on these pistols to just catch somebody out, get a little bit of a cheeky angle, find something to work with here. But as it is, now the pressure starts to mount towards the A bomb site. Bomb's still all the way down back by T-Stairs, so they're going to have to go back to retrieve it, whichever site they do decide to hit. But they don't seem to want to give up this top mid control, so now you're going to see Ange go back to get that bomb. and he's almost certainly going to be taking this towards A. And that's perfect timing.
Sneaky.
Rotations just come off.
Yeah, Sneaky cheated over towards the B side, and that's when the T's start to push. Okay, Riku's able to respond with a dig through the wall. It's now 4v3. T's trying to get in towards that A site, but you can see Katie still hanging out. Big shot with that dig. That's a quick one dig, but Ainge eventually dismisses her. So now 3v2. Bomb's going to be faked out. I think he had time to do it, but he does have an AK to fend off these two players. Ainge able to get one. He's got a wide swing, gets a double. That's huge. Kiro Kami versus 2. And let's see if he can handle it. He's going downhill. He's able to get one, but Ainge plants the bomb and gets the final kill on Kiro. That is a big round for him. That's a quad kill. It's 11-6.
There we go. Vintage Ainge from Dust 2 coming back into the server, fragging it out, getting red hot once more. And that's the whole Thunder Logic side. So that's a big round to find. Now Thunder Logic set up very well here. Deny it after that pistol round. So now, let's see what they can get done. Let's see what they can find. Thunder Logic looking to really shut this all down going forward. And this is going to be a tough round for Ascent. This is the price of the force buy, right? You get so close, but you're so far, and now you get eco again.
Yeah, you can see Riku going to get caught out of position, trying to catch somebody slip and not going to work out. But look at the damage dealt to Thunder Logic. They are pretty blown up right now. There's 3 people below half health. B-Will's on 30 and DJ on 28. Gangsta's going to join him at 12, so this is actually going pretty well for Ascent right now. They are down a man, but nonetheless, they've done a whole bunch of damage. Kiro going to chime in. That's a kill. Katie does get a little lit up, and there's Kiro that does go down. So I think it's got to be a foot race over towards the B side. B-Wills with that MAC-10 has one right around the corner. He's just going to jump, throw off the shot of Nismo, and that will be it for him. So 4v2. Still a man in the B site, though, Mike.
Yeah, Sneaky's now known, though. He popped off a couple of shots. They completely overlooked his spot, had their back turned. At least Katie gets the cleanup shot over in towards CT, so they can make a legitimate go of this if they want to try and do some damage. It's unlikely they'll be able to get the round, no armor, no kit, but if they get an extra frag, at least they start to limit that economy. That's certainly what they're going for here. Still tough sledding, and Thunder Logic winning this round are going to be up with twice their opponent's scoreline. And Ascent Esports, we were talking about it. If they want to 100% secure their spot in playoffs, they've got to win out. And this is one of those games. They've got to win this. Otherwise, they don't control their own destiny. They've still got 2 more games left to play. But I don't believe they'll be able to get to a line where they definitely have playoffs. So that's going to be Ange, who picks up the kill, cleans up the round. Now they're looking gravy.
Yeah, Thunder Logic looking to play spoiler right now. They looked fantastic the last few matches that we've seen them, but today they just look great. And Ascent, yeah, you mentioned they need this win, and right now Thunder Logic has double the rounds that they have. They are on the CT side though, so they have that going for them. We're gonna have Riku with the op. He's watching him towards mid, but he's only watching the cross, not trying to peek over towards ramp, which is probably a wise decision. But he's still gonna stick around here, watching. Let's see where he's at right now. So he actually ends up falling back right when I bring him up with my POV. Little chunky nade there.
Yeah, he was getting naded to oblivion on the CT side. Now he's on the other side, still playing around the half wall and still eating nades. So this man just can't escape the HEs. He is attracted to them. And Kirakami is attracted to frags and the bomb as well. Now Nismo has to take the fight, but they are going to go ahead and support each other. That Molly in forces the angle, forces the fight once more, and he's just going to get it all. Kirakami with the ace, shutting them all down towards B, shuts the door in their face and says, no chance. And if there was ever a round to get you back into a game, that would be it.
That's a BDP right there, Mike. Big round from Kirakami. Gets the ace with that AUG. Beautiful work from him. Doesn't need any help. And Ascent needed the round. He really showed up big for them there. But we're going to get a timeout right after that. So I got to assume that's Thunder Logic that's calling the timeout. You look at their money, not really good. You see B-Wills on 3,400. Gangsta right below 3K. So you might get a little something on B-Wills here to give you a little bit of a chance, but they don't really have too much going for them here in the 20th round.
That's a great way to get back into it. Now you've shut them down. You shut it down. That economy. B-Will's presumably going to invest a little bit of pistols. They'll toss some stuff around. Honestly, I mean, it's kind of the double eco for a lot of players, but it doesn't look like they're going to commit to that double eco. They want to get the guns up as soon as they can. We know that they're not really any strangers to playing with MAC-10, so that's an option. Definitely if they need to paper over some gaps in a buy. Nades down. Banana. Not quite going to catch anybody out. There was a little bit of damage done onto Gangsta, but nothing too significant. There's the hop up in a bedroom, but I think Sneaky heard that, so they're certainly going to anticipate it, and the Molly shows exactly that they're ready for the angle, they're ready for the position. Katie, that's a bold jump, knowing that there's a player in apartment who's just flying past the hay cart, but she is not punished for it. So now it's going to be up to Riku to take the first pressure. They are hedging towards his position. There's the swing. They've gotten past the angle. He's got to fall. This is such a tough angle to play with an op now, and you know that there's a ton of pistols pressuring you. He's going to go back to the well. This is really bold. He gets the collateral shot, but not the kill, and Gangsta will punish him for that. They chase him down. They find the op, and that's why players don't generally go aggressive. Kirakami back turn, doesn't realize that Ange has gone through the molly, and that's another kill found, and another gun that can be retrieved. This starts to get catastrophic, and it's really going to be left to Nismo to hold him off. Fortunately, he's got them at range. He just has to survive the onslaught. And they're going to get a smoke to cover off his position. That should be a bomb plant guaranteed, so he'll be looking for the gap in the timing.
Yeah, and you can see he's a little bit nervous of that banana push coming in, but all the players are coming from CT. Ainge able to handle one. Sneaky trades out his teammate. So now 2v2, and two of the guys on Thunder Logic are lit up. You can see B-Will's on 14. Sneaky spotted out one, but does he know the other one was right around the corner? It's going to be Nismo grabbing one, Sneaky grabbing the other, and that's a round for Ascent. Double for Nismo and Sneaky. 8th round coming up for them once this bomb defuse comes in. And nice retake from them, which was a bit of a wild round. Thunder Logic almost had that one, but nice response from Ascent.
That was way too close for comfort for Ascent Esports, right? You can't be giving up rounds like that, and they were a hair's breadth away from giving up that full round. So now Thunder Logic, having gotten the bomb down, having gotten some serious frags, they're going to buy into this with a much more comfortable buy. Previously, we were worried they'd be slightly limited based on what they'd invested in the last, but it all pays off beautifully indeed. And you're seeing a big reinvestment out from Ascent, but they've still got Sneaky with a big wad of cash in his back pocket. It is going to be a vastly diminished economy, and if Thunder Logic win here, might be a bit of a backbreaker.
So Katie gonna molly off a position where a whole bunch of T's look like they wanted to go. They'll slow their roll for the time being. Eventually, she's gonna go ahead and fall back. So 2 guys dedicated towards B. It looks like Sneaky might want to hedge over towards the B side, but right now he's gonna stick towards Arch. The bomb is down right now, so clearly Thunder Logic hasn't made up any sort of decision. They're just getting map control, making their presence known. The bomb has been picked up by DJ, and there's going to be the man over towards Banana joining them over towards A, so we should be getting a hit here in a second. Sneaky's going to smoke that off. That nade should be chunky, Mike, and it is. They just redline right there, and here we go.
Now the hit is through. Riku gets the collateral, and there's Katie with a 2K and a third from the balcony. Riku and Katie just shutting it down, and though there is one casualty, it's not a problem by any measure. Ascent now with 9 rounds, and they are looking like a wholly new team. New life breathed into them, and Thunder Logic struggling to find an answer. This is going to be another eco round out from Thunder Logic. They had a lot of success in their last eco, but this one, presumably, Ascent should be a little bit more wary. We're starting to see that lead shrink from the first half.
Riku comes up big with that kill and the collateral, but Katie just shutting down that push out of balcony, really able to handle a whole bunch of players in her face. So, yeah, again, another round for Ascent, and they're starting to get a little bit closer here, Mike. It was looking bad there for a minute. I think it was 6-12, maybe 5-12 at one point. So the timeout has been called, but it will be canceled right when I say that. It's going to be pistols on the side of Thunder Logic. So, yeah, Ascent on their way back, and they're on the CT side. We know how good they are on that. So Thunder Logic really got to start chipping away here with a couple rounds.
There's going to be Deegs out for the squad. 3 Deegs to be specific, but no armor behind it. The nades that they've been dealing with, the Thunder Logic side have been pestered with, are going to be so very chunky with their lack of clothing. Looks like they're just going to kind of try and pressure towards A, maybe pop a couple of heads. There's some shots coming from the T stairs out towards top B, but Ascent wants nothing to do with that. They're going to be way far away and just leave Kirakami here to hold. Oh, that nade. The timing. The timing. He spots one.
Oh,
here comes the nade. Oh, Gangsta so low. Molly goes down to secure it. Now they can't get back around. That'll allow time for the rotation. They're already rotating the bomb off. Gangsta and DJ so low, about 60 health between them, and now Gangsta has been cold.
Yeah, Kirakami is going to be able to take down one. Advantage, Ascent. DJ going to make some noise in towards mid. There was a man right around that corner. Jet with a nice one dig KO down, but he will be traded out. It's a little bit greedy. Doesn't wait for his teammates. But there we go. Ainge with an equally good KO. And the pistols are working out here for Thunder Logic. It's now 2v2. Sneaky comes in and slows their roll. It's going to be Ainge, but he does have that AWP, and the CTs are pretty split up right now. If Sneaky peeks right here, that's going to be problematic, but Ainge makes his presence known by running, and that's going to be it. Sneaky gets a triple on the round. Ascent are on double digits.
That was well done. Well done to recover there. Very close round. Very good round from Thunder Logic. They get a couple of kills, and there was no need to really pressure in the same way that Ascent was doing. They got caught out of position a couple of different rounds, and that's tough to do, but great recovery from Ascent. They definitely needed to keep themselves healthy there, or just to keep the round up. That would have been a backbreaker. But it is going to be Thunder Logic back on a bye. Jet's got the AWP. He's been on fire with it tonight. We'll see if he can be returned to form in this round. And it's going to be Thunder Logic trying to crack this tough nut of a defense that they come up against.
So Thunder Logic going to take it slow here. Don't really have too much map control right now, other than Ainge has extended his position over towards apartments. But I think he's just waiting for some sort of aggressive CT play. I don't think he's going to get it, though, as all three CT players over towards the A site are either in the A site or over towards Arch. So DJ is going to be up close right now. B-Will is going to smoke off what I think is Arch. And Sneaky's going to have to adjust his position, not before he throws that nade, and only does 2 damage. That's $300 down the drain, unfortunately. So 5v5 still with about a minute on the clock.
Now it's going to be Riku trying to take first point of contact. He's right around the corner. This op could be deadly for him, but it's all going to be about timing. If he gets flashed out, he could be a dead man before he can get away. 40 seconds. They're certainly committed to this hit now with no information towards Banana. It would be devastating to find a rotate, and they're hoping for a peek, but Jet's now going to go and try and find it for him. He's looking a little too high, but Riku misses the shot. That's a deadly one. Deadly mistake indeed. Now it's just going to be the player in towards Sight and Pit trying to hold on, and they are getting massacred on entry. So Sneaky holds, he does his job, he does the damage, but he is eventually found out, and now it's a man advantage in the post plant. Ascent just trying to come back in, but this gets rough. At a certain point, they've got to make the decision about the save because Kiro's low on money. Nismo doesn't have a lot better, and they're going to need to paper over some deficiencies to get a full buy into the next round.
Yeah, saving both of these guns would be huge. You can see Kirakami only has $550 right now. Nismo on $1,500. The rest of them can buy. Actually, even after this round is over, I think they would be able to help one person that can buy for one other one. So Kirakami lives on 1 HP, and he is out, which I would definitely suggest. Nismo able to take down one. Trying to exit here. Jet will make sure that doesn't happen, though. Comes in with that off, and it will be around 4. Thunder Logic, so finally they respond, and it takes a triple from Jet to make that happen, and he is now on that 20-kill milestone, matching up with Kira, who also has 20. So big round for Thunder Logic. Can they get a little bit of a streak going here, or is Ascent going to still continue to climb back in this match?
We're going to find out here. This could be just a shutdown round. Everything's been emptied out of the coffer. They're fully invested in. They're going for this. They're going to try and make it happen. This could be the end of the rope. Jet's burned very heavily early on, and he actually does miss the chance for the frag as well. That nade coming in might just ruin his day. It barely tickles Jet, though DJ comes out a little worse for the wear. So once again, good utility damage on towards B. The question is just, can Ascent capitalize? They're going to change up the defense a little bit. Kirakami gets boosted up in the back of Saint instead, and then you got a second player swinging from the oranges in Nismo. And support from on farm, but presumably a Smoke's going to come in for this in just a moment. Steve is going to force to rotate up.
So about a minute on the clock here. Still trying to get that banana control and inch closer towards that B site. Right now, Sneaky is hedging over towards the B side. And Thunder Logic pretty spread out throughout this map. You can see 2 guys are in towards apartments right now. They're still going to leave a man over towards Banana, but it looks like we're going to have a 4-man hit over towards A, and there's only 2 men that can really do anything about this on the Ascent side. You can see Riku's going to be stuck in towards sight, so if he gets wrapped, that's going to be problematic, but I think it's a fake here, Mike. Look at the yellow dots heading over towards B. This is going to be a split.
The timing, though. 30 seconds. They are not leaving themselves much margin for error, and they've been buffed in the split. There's been enough info here that you're already seeing Sneaky rotate. The nade through, he doesn't really have the timing, but he's going to be here. And there's the first kill. There's the second as well. Not going to find the third, but there's still a player tucked by the oranges, and he's going to drop the bomb and find the frag. Sneaky's getting wrapped on, but it's only 10 seconds. They've got to race to site. They don't have the timing for this. If he just stayed alive, there's no way they would have been able to take the round. As it is, they have to rush, and they still don't have it. No chance for the plant. The round is won in Ascent. They're going to drop a kill just to add insult to injury. No loss bonus for B-Wills or Ange. And B-Wills is going to be coming up worse for the wear economically as a result.
Oh, that's a big kill from Katie. Wow. And yeah, the Thunder Logic to let the clock tick a little bit too far, lose control of the bomb, and then they lose the round. So Ascent Esports respond. It's now 13-11. And interesting buy on both of these sides. It's going to be an SMG on Sneaky. He must have an idea that Thunder Logic is running out of money. Kirokami doesn't have any issue taking that fight in towards ramp. That's a quick kill for him. He takes 50% damage, but not that big a deal. But you can see 2 pistols on Thunder Logic, a Krieg, and an AK to work with here.
Yeah, Sneaky's always shown that he's perfectly comfortable playing on the MP9. Goes to make this choice to keep up the full utility belt, so that'll be the commitment choice going through. As it is, 4 players now up into the bracket control, and it's a pretty good setup for Ascent. There's an op watching this angle, and Riku's been a little shaky with it at times, but if he hits this first shot, should go a long way to holding them off on the pressure. Oh, they're going to be going for it. Jet's waiting. He gets hit. Riku's got to get around. He gets caught by the corner just in the nick of time. He finds his way around and now can reposition towards the library. The whole presence is coming through this angle. There's nades to slow them down, but they've actually switched up course. Gone through Arch, and Riku's got to be careful here. He's going to be fragged, but that should at least give the info that there are players coming. Good trade, though. They're pressuring that B-bomb, saying it's going to be left to Kirokami, who's boosted up on the flower pots, looking the opposite direction from what you usually expect. And they check it. They're ready for him. They are ready and anticipating what Kiro wants to do. So now the bomb plant will almost certainly come through. And Katie's got to wait for Sneaky to get here to support. 20 seconds, but this time they got plenty of time to get that bomb down. And Katie just wants to take the fight, and she's punished for it. No chance for a trade because Sneaky's not with her. Maybe a little bit bold there. And Katie pays the price.
And now 2v1. Ainge on a triple. Sneaky going to go in towards water, but both players are over towards construction right now. There is a kid on Sneaky, so he has that working for him, but the bomb is out in the open, and T's are still hanging around. He does have a smoke here, so this might be viable, but they're just going to go ahead and spray it down. That is not going to happen. DJ makes sure of it. He gets a double on the round. Ainge a triple, and I can't believe they checked that spot. I don't know if, like, they were looking in towards sight, and then they just saw the corner of Kirokami, but that is not a spot you check when you're coming from CT. That was wild.
I think that's probably a familiarity with Kirokami's type of situation. I think that these players are probably familiar with each other. They've been playing each other. They've been competing. They've probably studied demos. They're ready for these matches. They've certainly played in rank S together. So I think a degree of it is just familiarity, where they're like, all right, we're coming around this angle. Hard clear flower pots. Just make that call. If they hard clear it, they have them dead to rights. That's the thing with the flower pots. It's definitely a tricky spot. If you catch them off guard, super deadly. If not, you look very silly when you're caught out in the open. Speaking of being caught out in the open, what a shot from Katie with the scout. It is the force buy out from Ascent, as they have no desire to play for overtime. They are throwing it all at the wall this round, and it is Katie to start it off nicely with that nice scoot shot.
Yeah, big kill. Oh, Kirokami with the dig. Puts down Gangsta. He will go down, but he's probably all right with that. That was a beautiful shot. CT going to be coming in to help out here. Nismo all alone right now. He's able to grab one. They're going to push through that smoke and grab one. Oh, he gets it. Somehow, Ascent Esports pull it out. A double for Sneaky at the end with that dig, so the aggression pays off through that smoke. And it's 12-14, Mike.
And the force buy pays out beautifully. They threw it all in. They put all their chips in the center of the table, and it came up with their number. So well done for Ascent. They buy themselves a stay of execution here. Thunder Logic now with 14 rounds, but they're going to have to eco. And this gives Ascent an opportunity to get it towards at least a tied scoreline and maybe take us towards that full 30. I think that's where we're headed, Mitch. It's feeling like a full 30 kind of game.
This has been a fantastic match so far. I had a feeling this might be close just based on how we saw Thunder Logic play on Dust 2 and then Ascent. I mean, this is their playground pretty much here on Inferno. But right now they're down 2 rounds. they're starting to get back into this, especially after that last round. Very, very impressive. But the timeout has been canceled. 27th round coming up, and it's going to be pistols across the board for Thunder Logic and armor on B-Wills, as well as a flash, and that will be it. So Ascent, if you lose this one, that is a problem. Not only are you losing to pistols, but it'll also give up map point.
Hero's getting aggressive. This is bold. He's cleared banana. Made sure that nobody's here. He's going to molly the log pile just to make extra special sure. But nobody is here towards banana. That's a ton of information. They're all funneled up into mid. He's going to take a bold angle, and seems like he wants to continue to push. That's maybe a little bit too bold. I don't remember how much rides on this round. Yes, it's just pistols, but still. Those players tucked in. They've got a pretty good hold on towards A, though there is a gap available to slide out Arch and get into that CT spawn and really make a nuisance of yourselves. They're going to have to exploit it. Now there's a player checking for it. Should not have the opportunity. Riku's close up in the creek. This is tough. He finds the first, the second, not the third, though. He will be dropped. His rifle's now picked up. The bomb as well. They've got to get out onto site. But Katie and Sneaky say no chance. They find it. The only thing lost to the round is an SMG, and that is just fine for Ascent. They are now a stone's throw away from tying this up. 13-14 is our scoreline, folks, and there's no op available for Jet.
Yeah, big round coming up. Ascent Esports looking to tie it up. If Thunder Logic win it, they're going to be on map point. They have a good buy here, short in terms of utility, just a little bit. A couple guys missing 2 pieces of utility, but they are probably perfectly fine with this buy. So Nade comes in, Gangsta going to get taken down to 65 HP before even seeing anybody. There's going to be a follow-up one. He's going to eat that. He's down to 42. Unlucky, just bad positioning, I guess. So it looks like they want to try to get a little bit of information in towards mid, but Riku's going to go ahead, throw that smoke, and then fall back. And looks like he's going to switch spots with his teammate Sneaky, get that op in towards site. So right now, Thunder Logic leaning over towards A, but I'm not convinced they're going to hit that. Ooh, waste of money. You hate to hear that if you're the guy that throws that molly and you hear that smoke put it out.
It's never ideal. He even, I think, saw the smoke. It's just kind of muscle memory at a certain point. You're like, I need to smoke this, or I need to molly this position right now. Oh, wait, that's right.
And then right when you let go, you're like, oh, why did I do that?
I have regrets. So many regrets. Well, Katie falls off the balcony now. This maybe gives them opportunity to get into sight, but as I say that, the T side is funneling back the other direction. So you've got a quick rotate for Sneaky, but he's got to start that rotate right now to feel that presence. He's thinking about it, and he is going to be on his way. And now they're all creeping. Sneaky starting that rotate in perfect timing. Nismo's ready for it. That molly's going to come through perfect. Right as the smoke goes down. They will smoke it off, but the spam can come through, and Kirakami's plucking players from the back of sight. He finds 3 before going down, but they return fire onto Nismo. They found him with the tracers, and now it is a 3v2. A lot rides on this round, Mitch. 15 seconds to spare. Thunder Logic do get the bomb down, but now it's a 2v3, and they've got to hold. Ange is back towards the banana position. There is a smoke to cover him off, though, for Katie. They can get on the site with that position completely covered off. They're just trying to pressure Jet into swinging. There's the swing. There's the frag. Last player stuck by this smoke has to go through it, or feels he has to, and is fragged as a result. So Sneaky and Katie hang on, and it is going to be 14-14. Whichever ways this goes, we are going the distance. We are going the full 30, and there just might be more.
We're going 30, baby. Ascent, bring it back. It looked like it was lost there for a small part of that game, but we are going to 30. Thunder Logic had lost a good amount of rounds in a row. They aren't going to get a great buy here either. You get some Mac 10s on Jet, B-Wills, a Galil on DJ. You don't buy a Galil ever unless you're really struggling for money. And looks like they're going to force their hand over toward the B side. Looks like it's going to be fast as well. Getting rid of that utility early. Nades come in. That does a good amount of damage. Molly will follow up. That'll be put out. Hirokami able to grab one. They'll continue to push. He's going to be in a little bit of trouble. And Nismo comes in and helps out. And Hirokami will start to put him down. There's only 2 Ts left. Nismo will come in. She wills last man standing. That will be it. Ascent Esports have brought it back here on map point.
The comeback is real. They've made it to map point now. One more round to take another win and to start to clear their path towards playoffs. Reminder, folks, if Ascent wants to make 100% sure that they're making playoffs, they have to win all 3 of their remaining matches. This is the first. This is the first domino to fall. It's definitely a tough task because Thunder Logic have been playing lights out as of late. If they win this one, They're starting that road. Then it's 2 more games, one of which is our next game up against Looking for Org, and then I think their last game's against New Identity. So neither of those are going to be pushovers. This is going to be a tough road indeed, considering it's their first MDL season. It's been quite a ride for them. Molly down into mid's going to chase him off at just the right moment. Sneaky feels the pressure, and Sneaky strikes. Smoke goes down as well. The nade wasn't quite on, but still, they are slowed for the moment. I think there were some footsteps in apartments as well, so people might be anticipating this presence. They're certainly spam. They know they're here. And Ascent is ready for them.
Yeah, that was perfect timing on that Molly, Mike. It looked like they were ready to hit it. I mean, they have gotten a bunch of info over towards Arch. They noticed that nobody was checking that angle. The next step is to clear the right side. So if Sneaky hadn't put down that Molly, or if he had got caught putting down that Molly, that would have been one man down and just lightened up the site that much more. So they're going to continue to push, and Ascent Esports is getting a ton of map control over towards A right now. Oh, Jet makes a noise, though. Oh, and it zooms in, so the jig is probably
not the rotate. I'm surprised they're not hedging one over. I think they think there may be a lone player just kind of trying to bait this, and then the bomb will swing B, but everybody's here. It's about to be a massive hit, and they've got to hold on. There are 3 players turtled up into the site, but this is where it comes. It's all the swing. Riku holds on with 2. There's still a player alive. It's Sneaky who finds 1 before falling, but so much damage has been done. It's up to DJ and Gangsta to hold on, and a retake is going to happen. And this nade may just ruin them. Does Nismo find somebody with that artillery nade? He does not. So Gangsta and DJ now tucked in, and just fearing one stray bullet might end their day. They've got to hold on to this. It's going to be Kirakami and Nismo to get it started. They're sailing utility into sight to clear a bit of a path. Nismo's just trying to distract focus while Kirakami works his way up the lane, trying to clear pit, trying to find something, but Gangsta's playing fully tucked. Now DJ's fallen. They've got the shot from Gangsta. They should know where it is. They found him. There's the frag as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Ascent Esports have won 16-14. They are going to take it after a hard-fought battle.